Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So we have some XRP news today. We have some Bitcoin news today. We got some banking news today. There's a lot of very, very interesting but bad things going on with the banks. Bad for them, good for XRP in the new financial system. 100, I'm telling you. And it's so funny how hypocrisy works, because everything they used to say about the crypto industry, people have been finding out it's doubly true. If it's true for the crypto industry, which most of it's not, it's doubly true for the legacy system. That's why a lot of people don't trust them anymore. But anyway, we have some news like that coming up in a later chapter. Let's begin here because we have more interesting things going on with XRP. Once again, despite what everyone else is doing, all the retail is doing, the whales continue to indicate that they are bullish on XRP. So this article here is titled, XRP whales reshuffle 75 million tokens. Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, there was some selling going on, but there's more of this accumulation around a similar range we've seen multiple times before. My question is, why do they keep stacking these amounts? Let me give you the amounts. So these are the amounts that were taken off of centralized exchanges. Okay, well, how they phrase it here, XRP whales offloading XRP to centralized exchanges. Some of this was from Upbit, and some of this was from another centralized exchange. It says here, 30 million XRP, worth $19 million. It says then there was another one, $22 million of XRP. Then there was another one, 23 million XRP. All of them are around the same size of amounts. We did another article last week where the numbers were like 18 million, 19 million, 17 million, 18 million. Remember that one? Then we did one before that. That was the similar. 18 million, 15 million, 19 million. It's always within that number range. It's just strange to me. Why? I mean, I don't know. I just think it's very interesting. So now that I put that on your table, let's move on here. We got some more XRP news. Let's move on here. I don't want to waste too much time today. Now, this article is titled, Top Analyst Says XRP to 15x Before Mid-Cycle Run Ends. And it begins as such. A notable crypto analyst in the cryptosphere has asserted that XRP could attain a 15 times expansion in its price in the short term before the peak cycle, the end of the peak cycle. XRP's cumulative performance over the past 7 days has translated to a 3% decline, but we've seen the entirety of the crypto market go down a little bit. I don't know if things are a little bit up today. I'm not sure. I got to check the charts. I just been relaxing mostly today. It was a wonderful morning, having a lot of fun. But now we're back on the job, so I have to check the charts. I'll do it after this video. It says putting its value at 61 cents. Once again, I don't know what it is right now. Once the video releases, that'll be much later. So it says XRP maintains a significant 15% gain. Nonetheless, prominent market analysts have expressed conviction that XRP is primed for an aggressive short-term move. Analyst Capt Toblerone recently commented on XRP's potential aggressive short-term move. And it says, in a recent post on X, he argued that XRP would net a potential 1,500% gain before the mid-cycle run ends. Where does that take it to? It says with XRP around 61 cents, a 15-fold increase for the asset will put its price at approximately $10. Of course, this is a person's opinion, no guarantees. I would like to see a $10 XRP, no problem. But I'll tell you what, I'm seeing a lot of people saying $2, $3, $5. I did see another prediction that said $10. Look, these are all just predictions, of course, but I still like to take in this information. I did see another $10 prediction. So I just find it interesting that now there's a new person. Well, not this person isn't new, but a new prediction saying $10 as well. You know, listen, we have all the catalysts in place. If you didn't watch the video yesterday, that was a good video. Check it out. I think we covered something about some price predictions in that one as well. I just tried something different with the video titling and what in the verbiage I use in the thumbnails. I just wanted to see if I take certain things out, how the algorithm would react. And I saw, so I'm not going to experiment too much more. All right. So now let's move on here. We have some more XRP news to get to. So now we have this article here. This article is titled Wall Street Expert Says It's Lucky to Have XRP at Low Prices and to Accumulate. Now, wait, before people ask or say something, because I've gotten these comments before. I get a lot of comments. That's why sometimes when I say certain things in videos, people may not understand why. It's because I'm responding to a comment. I see a lot of comments, but I've seen these before where people are like, what Wall Street expert? It's Linda P. Jones. Every time they say Wall Street expert, mostly when they're talking about XRP, they're referencing Linda P. Jones. All right. So that's who the expert is. All right. Whether you believe that this individual is an expert or not, it's your personal opinion. All right. I'm not here to debate that. It goes as such. Prominent figures in the XRP community have argued that XRP has the potential to witness a tenfold gain in this bull cycle. See, I'm glad they're being specific in this bull cycle, but I'll say this. It just depends on the catalyst. In my opinion, I don't put a cap on XRP. I just don't. That's just not my way. I have no idea how high XRP can go. I just know it has rocket fuel in it and it can take off, and I know it can take off hard. Whether it does that or not, that's a completely different discussion. I just know the potentiality of it, and it has all the potentiality of in the world. We just have to actualize on it. I think that happens after everything with the SEC is closed out, as you've heard me say before. So if we get past that, and if Bitcoin goes nuclear, anything is possible. In my humble opinion, anything is possible. Not a guarantee, doesn't mean it's going to happen, but anything is possible. That's one reason that I love XRP. I love XRP for that reason. XLM, Algorand, Quant. There's a few of them that have rocket fuel in them. Solana is right there also. No telling how high Solana can go. I think a lot of people are underplaying Solana. You want to be real about it. I think Chainlink is another one. And now I'm starting to see the doubt, the FUD, the frustration in the Chainlink holders, or at least the article writers. I have no doubt in Chainlink at all. That's for me, no, not financial advice. For me, that's a solid long-term hold, just like Solana, Algorand, XLM, XRP, for me, in my opinion. But anyway, where did we leave off here? I hope you're all doing fantastic. All right. I hope you're having a great Saturday. I hope you're receiving some love and you had a good day. So now it says Wall Street experts see XRP low prices as an opportunity for accumulation. I've heard a lot of talk like that as of recent. I haven't heard that in years. People are like, I'm going to buy some more. I'm going to buy some more. They've been saying it openly, not just about XRP, but about Bitcoin as well. Every time something goes down, I'm hearing this talk. So that's interesting. It says here, but then again, maybe there's new people, and they're wanting to get more XRP. Is it really? Because I would think people who've been in XRP for a while, probably sitting on a ton of XRP. That's what I would believe, and probably have enough. But maybe some people who believe there's never enough. I don't know. It says this view emerged during a recent analysis of the XRP market and other coins by ABS, the host of the Good Morning Crypto podcast. The session featured Linda Jones, a renewed Wall Street analyst. What do they mean, renewed? All right. It says that during the discussion, the podcast host endeavored to address the mounting energy around XRP. I'm going to paraphrase that. XRP's performance in the market. He pointed out that during the 2017 bull run, they go into all that spiel about how it did before. It says, highlighting the current scenario, ABS emphasized that XRP finds itself in a comfortable situation. He noted that Bitcoin has recently surpassed $69,000 milestone, while XRP was doing what it does, right? I'm trying to skip over some of that verbiage. Like, I don't really care to read too much negativities. It says, accordingly, ABS urged for a sense of optimism by drawing parallels to XRP's outstanding performance in 2017. Listen, for me, I don't need any parallels. I don't have any comparative thought. I don't need comparative thought. I know what it can do. I know the partnerships they have. I know the purpose that it serves. I know the big money that stands right there in the future. If we can get to it, there's trillions there. That's a fact. I've spoken about it for years. Brad Garlinghouse has been speaking about it extensively the last 6 months. He keeps mentioning the trillions. You type in Brad Garlinghouse and trillions on Google, you're going to see the articles and his quotes. All right. But probably you might see the little videos that he puts out. Well, not he doesn't put them out, but he does these interviews on the mainstream media. So there's that. But there's trillions there for the taking. Hopefully we can get to that. If we can, that's a major catalyst. So with that kept in mind, I don't need to look to the past. I'm not stuck in the past. I don't think the past defines the future for things like cryptocurrencies or AI. It's just depending on what you actuate here and now, what you do here and now. You built foundations, now actuate on it. Capitalize. Can you capitalize? When the ball is in your court, when you're free, when you're loose, do you run wild? That's the question. And I think that they can. I think they can. I just don't see those partnerships being a bunch of nothing. Not at all. While the banking industry is still struggling, they're struggling so much. I had an article here from Swift, but I don't think I put it up here. We'll cover that another time. There's some interesting things going on, and I think that they're sort of conceding on certain things. We'll get to that another time. It says, meanwhile, okay, wait, let's get to the Linda P. Jones part. Here we go. Finally, they put hers all the way at the bottom, even though she's the headline here. A Wall Street journalist, they put it all the way at the bottom. I guess that's to make you scroll down. I don't know. It says, Wall Street analyst reacts. In response, Wall Street analyst Linda Jones echoed a similar sentiment. She highlighted the fortunate opportunity the market still holds with low XRP prices, enabling accumulation. Addressing the concerns of pessimistic XRP enthusiasts, Jones offered a soothing perspective. That's not going to happen. People, right now, I've seen people very cemented in their thoughts. There's no convincing them of anything that's not going to happen. Some people they don't believe in certain things, and some people do. I'll put it that way, right? To each his own. That's how I feel, to each his own. But it says here, quote, don't worry about the price. This is what she's saying. Quote, don't worry about the price. The price will take care of itself, unquote. Yeah, she's always been super bullish. Whether her predictions are correct or not, I don't really care about that. I respect that she hasn't backed down. She hasn't betrayed herself or her word, her thoughts. She remains bullish whether everything's going good or going not so good. She stands there and she says, this is what I believe, and I'm sticking to it. And so I respect the heck out of that. She could have easily turned tail and ran. She could have easily went back on her word, easily went back on her thoughts, but she didn't. She stood there like a soldier and said, hey, listen, whether my predictions come true or not, I still believe in XRP. You see, she's still bullish. And that I respect. It says, expanding on her point, Jones drew attention to the XRP-based private ledgers banks utilize, which with the private ledgers, Davis Schwartz clarified that there isn't two prices for XRP. There's not two XRPs. All right. The same XRP price out here is the same XRP price in there. But we have to get to that point where the institutions can run wild with XRP. And that requires first getting through this SEC case. It says she claimed that around 400 banks have contacted Ripple. Well, that's based on articles that have been written that's coming out from Ripple. Like we have these hundreds of banks signed up, and there's been different numbers at different times. But I saw similar numbers over the years, about 300 to 400. That's what I've seen. Unless those article writers are telling fibs. That's possible, I suppose, but that's what we've all seen. And they have a good number of banks on Amazon Web Services list. They have a list, right? Which we've all seen. She claimed that around 400 banks have contacted Ripple to utilize XRP for cross-border transactions potentially. What they're really going to need, I'm going to tell you right now, what they're really going to need is interoperability. They're going to need bridge currencies. And if what the BRICS nations say is actually true, because I think I've been chopping a lot of chapters out of the videos. Like it's been interesting making videos lately with certain content. But I think I chopped that chapter of BRICS nations saying they have 36 countries signing up. So a lot of these countries, the US, the West, still needs things from. So they're going to need some sort of bridge currency to bring systems together, some sort of interoperability to to bring things together. All of these systems are siloed, cut off from each other. It just can't work that way, which is going to make a lot of sense when I cover the Swift article, probably tomorrow. It says she explained that these banks utilize XRP, will utilize. You say it like that. People are like, if they're utilizing it now, why is the price down? Will utilize. If they're trying it out now, it's to such a minimal degree that you're not seeing anything. That's why. They can try it out. They can practice with it. But right now, while there's still not global clarity, they're not going all in. You're not seeing these billions and billions of dollars flowing across the XRPL like it possibly could for wholesale CBDCs, intrabank payments, things like that. All right. Not just yet. If you did, you see magic. It says these banks will utilize XRP-based private ledgers for periodic money transfers, sometimes causing price fluctuations in XRP. However, she viewed these I don't see why they couldn't just buy everything up. Like, money is nothing to them. I don't see why they couldn't buy the majority of it and control the XRP, just like they're going to do Bitcoin, in my humble opinion. They're buying up the majority. They want to buy up a huge chunk of Bitcoin so they can impose their will. They're making money, yes, but they're also imposing their will so they can control their money, which is smart. That's why they're buying up all the miners. If they're going to be involved in something, they're going to control it. I don't see why they wouldn't exact certain mechanisms in order to control XRP as well. And if they control XRP, you think that they want to be brokies? No, they're going to lift that price up somehow. And it's very easy to do so. But that 100 billion XRP, however, whatever the circulating supply, is nothing for them. It's something for retail, is nothing for the banks. They could buy a bulk of that and control it. They wouldn't control the whole thing because they will let retail. They want retail to hand that money over, and retail will, as soon as the legacy system gives the okay on XRP. Like, XRP is good. Then, which will only happen when they control something. Retail will come back, so they'll leave some out there as bait for retail, and retail will come in. Well, not like people like us. If we're in early, those of us who are in early, not us. I'm talking about others that come in later, right? And, it'll be a rinse and repeat process. They'll take their money. That's how it typically works. That's why I think about that. So Linda P. Jones, the quote unquote Wall Street expert, remains bullish on XRP. Let's move on here. We got a little Bitcoin news coming up. So we have more thoughts from Bernstein, very reputable organization, about Bitcoin. And this is what they're saying. Bernstein raises year-end Bitcoin price target to $90,000. Expects mild halving impact on miners. All right. Bernstein has raised his 2024 price target for Bitcoin to $90,000 from $80,000. Everybody's getting more bullish. We saw someone last week raise their prediction from $100,000, and it was a reputable individual, $100,000 to $150,000. Now Bernstein is raising it from $80,000 to $90,000. So obviously, these types of reputable analytical companies have come by way of some sort of data that made them even more bullish. It says analysts at research and brokerage firm Bernstein have raised their year-end target for Bitcoin to $90,000 from $80,000 amid improved market dynamics. Ultimately, the analysts expect Bitcoin to target $150,000 as the 2024-2025 cycle high. Wow. So they agree with whoever that was the other day saying 150,000. That's interesting. That's very interesting. That's very close to where I was saying a couple months back, where I thought Bitcoin could go, right? Low range, I think 80 to 85,000. High range, I'm sticking with 100,000. High range. It could go past that, and I definitely would take that because I want to make a ton of money more off of Bitcoin. I would really love that. So it says, quote, given general bull market conditions with strong ETF inflows, low miner leverage, and robust network transaction fees this cycle, the halving impact seems to be relatively mild on the miners, with dollar revenues cushioned, unquote. Gautam Chungani and Mahika Sapra wrote in a note to clients on Thursday. We shall see. All I need is for a Bitcoin to go nuclear. That's all I need. Not only to make money, some capital off of Bitcoin, but everything else will go up. That's it. So, and once liftoff starts, do you see that greed have you seen that even with the correction, even with the dips that we've had, greed remains high? And then you see, even though retail sort of backs out a little bit, the whales continue to accumulate a lot of these different things, right? But the greed remains high. Where will greed be when Bitcoin goes absolutely bonkers. And then how does that affect the public? Because the public is drooling already, a little bit iffy, but there's a lot of them that haven't jumped in just yet. But when Bitcoin goes completely nuclear, that's when the mainstream media starts doing their conditioning, right? They start telling people, oh, Bitcoin, look at what Bitcoin is doing. It's making money. BlackRock is involved. And then a lot of those regular people who didn't like Bitcoin, or they were mentally conditioned to be negative towards crypto, they're going to come here and start opening their wallets. And that's going to lift Bitcoin even more, right? And then they're going to tell their friends, hey, Bitcoin's going up. I just made this certain amount of money. I've heard it before. I've made this certain amount. And then more people come in. That hasn't even begun yet. There's not crypto mania right now like the 2021 bull run, but I believe that point will arrive. We'll see, but typically that's how things work across the board, no matter what it is. So now let's move here. Let's see. I'm going to close out. Let's close out with a good article. Oh, wait, you know what? I mentioned the banks in the beginning of the video. So let's end off with this banking article. All right. I want to show you, we're going to dominate the banking industry. Just my humble opinion. They're doing very badly. This article is titled JP Morgan Chase. Don't they talk a lot of negativities about the crypto industry, right? Oh, right. So they definitely shouldn't be hypocrites, right? Bank of America, that's one of ours. So I have nothing to say about them because I like to do some business with Bank of America as far as the bank coins. Because they're very bullish on XRP, and they also used Stellar. They won a contest with Stellar long time ago. I screenshotted it. The video is still up. That's a fact. So they also like Stellar because they won that contest with Stellar. And some people downloaded that also, right? We have a lot of great researchers on this channel. But anyway, so I have nothing bad to say about Bank of America. But it says JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and 6 financial giants pay $70 million settlement over allegations of widespread fraud and collusion. Hey, this is Daily Hodl saying this, Banks, right? That's between you and Daily Hodl. But it begins here. 8 financial giants are shelling out tens of millions of dollars to settle a decade-long whistleblower lawsuit. JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Citigroup, Morgan Stanley, Fifth Third Bancorp, Barclays, Bank of Montreal, BMO, and William Blair were sued in 2014, accused of reaping millions in illicit profits by rigging interest rates on municipal bonds. Wait a minute, but isn't this the industry that the regulators say is so clean, it's so goody two shoes? It's not like crypto. Crypto is the bad place. Go to the banks because the banks play safe. Wait a minute. I just read an article like a week or two ago where an executive drained an elderly man's bank account for $1 million. It was over $1 million. Oh yeah, that's not to mention the lady who 70,000 of her dollars just went missing. What about that? We're hearing stuff like that all the time. So listen, I'm just saying, we know the dilapidated state that the banking industry is in. That's why, one of the reasons why we're well positioned. And it looks like they're going down. So these types of things here are what cause deposit flight. So people continue to pull record amounts of money out of the banks. Then they have the commercial real estate guillotine over their head, unrealized losses guillotine over their head. There's so much going on with them that they have to worry about. It's unbelievable. So anyway, just wanted to key you in on that, right? So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? One of these upcoming days, I'm gonna cut my hair off. It's going to be bald alpha Neem again real soon, right? It's funny when I look at myself. I'm doing these videos. I'm talking into this camera here, and I can see myself, right? And I just look at my hair. I swear I have the same hair shape as my grandfather, which is not a bad thing, but it's just like strange. So like I just remember that's grandpa, right? But he had that same thing. Like my hair grows. You see this like here, and then it gets like a little square right there. Like it's like why is there an angle? Watch this. I'm gonna smooth it down. It does not matter. It's gonna pop back up. So now, and I used to sit there and look at my grandfather's picture, and it was at my grandmother's house, And oh man, grandpa was like the first. Well, he wasn't the first warrior, but he's the first warrior of the family that I knew like this man is serious business. Right next to my father, I'm like, okay, now I understand why my father is the way that he is. Anyway, so now I when you're little, you look at people and you just study. I'm studying my grandfather's face, and first of all, everybody in my family looks so much alike. It's unbelievable, So, and to the point where sometimes if we're out and about, people are like, are you guys twins? Or, like, no, we're not twins. We look a lot alike. The family resemblance is crazy. Anyway, I would look at my grandfather and study him and stuff like that. So I just remember the two things we definitely share: the hair shape, right? The way our hair grows, and the hairline, right? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh man, but anyway. That was just a little random tidbit. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? Like, wait, that last bit of information, I can't do anything with the alphanim. Anyway, man, I appreciate you all. Love you all, man. Thank you for being my YouTube family. And until next time, let's get to the money.